didn't know that afternoon would someday feel this hard to lose. Just sunlight through the kitchen blinds and mother humming while she smiled. Nothing special, nothing grand, just ordinary things back then. A cup of tea, an old worn chair, the quiet comfort of her there. I still remember how she laughed, the kind that made hard days feel less bad. Like somehow love could fill a room without saying very much at all. Now silence lives inside this house, and memory speaks louder somehow. I hear echoes down the hallway of a life that moved too fast. I still catch myself some nights turning around without thinking twice, like part of me still expects to hear her voice call out my name. And grief works strangely over time. Some days feel almost alright, then suddenly one little thing brings every feeling back again. Nobody tells you the last normal moment will someday mean everything. The last time I heard my mother laugh, I didn't know life moved that fast. Every memory, every scar still echoes softly through my heart. The last time I heard my mother laugh became a moment I keep going back, because sometimes love stays alive inside the sounds we miss at night. I wish I stayed a little longer, listened harder, hugged her stronger, said I love you one more time before goodbye quietly arrived. Now old photographs feel alive, like tiny windows into time, and every wrinkle in her smile feels sacred to me now. Maybe heaven keeps moments safe for hearts that still replay the pain, because some voices never leave even after they're gone. If I had known that was the last time, I would have stopped the whole world just to hear her laugh again. Oh, the last time I heard my mother laugh still breaks me in ways I can't explain. Back every lonely, sleepless night still reaches for that little light. The last time I heard my mother laugh reminds me love never fully leaves us behind, because even when people go, their love love still lives inside our souls. I can still hear you sometimes, laughing somewhere in my memory.
I pretend I don't miss you anymore. When people ask, I just say I'm doing alright. Smile a little, change the subject, like your name doesn't still hurt sometimes. I learned how to hide it well, keep the sadness to myself, because the truth gets harder to explain the longer someone's gone. I still pass the places we knew, try acting like they don't pull me back to you. But memory has strange ways of showing up uninvited. I stopped talking about your leaving, like silence somehow made healing easier. But nights still grow heavier when nobody else is around. And every now and then a song appears, carrying too many years back to a love I still haven't learned how to fully let go of. Sometimes I catch myself smiling at old photographs in fading light, then suddenly grief walks in again, like it never really left. Maybe pretending gets easier, but missing you never does. I pretend I don't miss you anymore, like my heart doesn't still wait at the door. Every memory, every scar still reaches through the dark. I pretend I don't miss you anymore, but lonely nights still hurt like before. Because some people leave your life, but never leave your soul behind. I wonder if you ever think of me when the nights get hard to sleep, or if I became just another chapter in a story you outgrew. And maybe moving on isn't real, maybe some pain just learns to heal quieter, till one little thing breaks you open like no time ever passed. I wish loving less was easy, I wish memory grew weak, but hearts don't forget the people who once felt like home. If I'm honest, I still miss you sometimes, more than I ever say, more than I ever let people see. I pretend I don't miss you anymore, but your ghost still lives in every corner. Every lonely sleepless night
just learn how to stay quiet inside us. I pretend, but I still miss you.
The empty chair still feels like you. Even after all this time we've been through, still sitting there beside the window, like love forgot to leave the room. I still catch myself looking over, like you'll say something out of nowhere, the way you always used to smile when the evenings grew too long. Nothing feels the same around here. Silence somehow sounds more clear, and ordinary little things now hurt more than they should. Your coffee cup is gone these days, but somehow memory still stays inside the quiet morning light, like time refused to move on. I still hear echoes in the hall. Sometimes I swear I hear you calling. For 1 second I believe you never really left at all. Maybe grief changes shape with years, but it still visits unexpectedly here, like an old friend nobody asked for, showing up after midnight. People say healing comes slowly, but some spaces never stop missing someone. The empty chair still feels like you, like losing you never stopped feeling true. Every memory, every scar still lingers softly in the dark. The empty chair still feels like you, and somehow this house still misses you too, because love leaves traces behind long after goodbye arrives. Sometimes I sit there late at night, just talking softly to the light, like maybe somewhere out beyond you still hear me somehow. I wish I had one moment more, one ordinary day before life quietly closed a chapter I wasn't ready to lose. And maybe homes aren't built from walls, maybe they're built from voices after all, because when someone truly matters, their absence fills the room. If I could have one more evening, I wouldn't waste a second. I'd listen longer, laugh harder, and never let the night end. The empty chair still feels like you,
sleepless night still reaches for your light. The empty chair still feels like you. But maybe love survives the loss somehow too, because even when people leave, their love stays in the spaces between. The chair's still empty, but somehow you're still here. The chair's still empty.
I saw my old self in the mirror tonight, or maybe just pieces left behind. A younger man with bigger dreams, still hiding somewhere in these eyes. I used to think life moved so slow, like I had years I'd never lose. Funny how time changes shape when there's more behind than ahead. The wrinkles came without asking, the silence grew without warning, and somehow, somewhere through the years, I forgot who I used to be. I remember when my hands felt stronger, when nights felt shorter, roads felt longer, back when forever sounded real and goodbye still felt far away. Now old photographs sit quietly, like strangers staring back at me. A man who laughed a little easier before life taught harder lessons. And maybe growing older means learning how to carry broken things without letting the whole world know how tired your soul has grown. Nobody tells you aging feels less like growing old, and more like slowly saying goodbye to every version of yourself. I saw my old self in the mirror tonight, and suddenly time didn't feel right. Every memory, every scar, still shining quietly through the dark. I saw my old self in the mirror tonight, and wondered where the years went in this life. Because somewhere between hope and pain, we all become someone changed. Sometimes I miss that younger heart, the one that still believed in stars, before disappointment learned how to live inside my chest. But maybe wisdom costs something too, a little softness, a little truth, and maybe scars just prove you somehow survived the storm. Still there are nights I wonder if that younger man would understand the person standing here today, trying hard to be okay.
If I could speak to my younger self, I'd tell him, love harder, call your parents more. Don't wait so long to forgive. I saw my old self in the mirror tonight, and somehow sadness mixed with pride. Every lonely, painful year still somehow brought me here. I saw my old self in the mirror tonight, and though life changed me over time, maybe becoming older means learning how to carry memories gently. I still see you sometimes, the younger man I used to be. Lord, I'm still here, tired, but still trying. God, I'm trying not to give up, though some days feel harder than enough. This tired soul keeps fighting storms nobody else can really see. I smile when people ask me how I am, say I'm alright, the best I can. But lately faith feels heavier than I ever thought it would. I've carried worries through the night, praying softly with dim lights, asking heaven for just enough strength to survive another day. Some nights I kneel beside my bed with too many thoughts inside my head, wondering if you still here. A heart this worn and weak, because life keeps taking little pieces, dreams, old plans, familiar faces. And sometimes I feel afraid of becoming too tired to hope. Still something in me keeps praying, even when the tears stop falling, like maybe faith survives the most. Inside broken people, I don't need all the answers, I just need a reason to keep believing tomorrow might hurt less. God, I'm trying not to give up, though this old heart feels worn and rough. Every fear, every scar still reaches for where you are. God, I'm trying not to give up, even when the nights feel too much, because somewhere inside the pain, I still believe you know my name. I used to think strong people never break, never cry, never shake. But now I know survival sometimes means just getting through the night. And maybe healing isn't fast, maybe some storms are built to last, till slowly we become someone who learned how to bend, not fall.
If you're listening tonight somehow, please stay near me now, because tired hearts still need something holy to lean on. If I'm honest, Lord, I've almost given up before, but somehow your silence still felt kinder than this world sometimes. God, I'm trying not to give up, though loneliness has hit me hard enough. Every lonely, sleepless night still searches for your light. God, I'm trying not to give up, and maybe faith is simply getting up, even when your soul feels torn, still choosing hope once more. Lord, I'm still trying. Please don't leave me here alone.
Funny thing about losing someone, sometimes their voice stays longer than they do. You left, but your voice still lives here, in quiet rooms when the nights feel too clear. Sometimes I swear I hear you laugh, somewhere between memory and dark.
The hallway still remembers you, the little things you used to do. Like somehow this old house decided not to let you fully go. I still pause beside the window, half expecting you to show, like grief forgets reality for just a second sometimes. Your words still visit unexpectedly in ordinary moments that catch me weak, like hearing your favorite song at the wrong time of night. Sometimes I talk back softly, like maybe love still listens quietly, because silence somehow feels easier when I pretend you're near. And people think time heals everything, but memory keeps strange offerings, tiny echoes of the life I wasn't ready to lose. Maybe people leave this world, but their voices stay trapped inside the hearts they touch. You left, but your voice still lives here, somehow louder through the years. Every memory, every scar still reaches for where you are. You left, but your voice still lives here, in sleepless nights and quiet fears, because some goodbyes don't disappear, they just learn how to echo differently. I still replay old conversations, searching through forgotten moments,
trying hard to hold on to the sound of who you were. And maybe someday pain grows softer, maybe grief just learns to whisper. But tonight your memory still feels close enough to touch. I wish I had one more evening, one more ordinary feeling, before life quietly stole something I can't replace. If heaven lets souls hear us, I hope somehow you know I still miss you, still hear you, still carry your voice home with me. You left, but your voice still lives here, still follows me through every year, every lonely sleepless night, still reaches for your light. You left, but your voice still lives here. And maybe love survives like this, because even when people leave, their voices stay where love still lives. Sometimes I still hear you, like you never really left.
If one day I'm gone, don't remember me for the leaving, remember me for the love. When my time comes, don't cry too long. Life was never meant to hold us forever on. And though goodbye may hurt at first, love doesn't end when someone leaves. I've had my share of sleepless nights, fought through storms, held on tight, and somehow through the pain of living, I still found beautiful things. The sound of laughter in the kitchen, old songs playing in the distance, small ordinary moments that made this life worth staying for. If someday this old chair sits empty, please don't let sadness only remember me. I hope you think about the stories, the little jokes, the foolish days. And if the house feels quiet after, please fill the silence with laughter, because grief grows lighter somehow when love is spoken out loud. I know losing people changes us, leaves little cracks inside our trust. But promise me, don't stop living just because I had to go. Maybe the hardest part of love is learning how to let people rest without losing them inside us. When my time comes, don't cry too long. Please remember I loved you all along. Every memory, every scar still carry pieces of my heart. Love never really dies. I hope you forgive my mistakes, the times I've been but almost broke from weight. I wasn't perfect, just human, trying hard through every year. And maybe heaven isn't far away, maybe love still finds a way to sit beside the ones we miss on lonely evenings after dark. So if you ever miss me badly, talk to the stars, speak softly. Who knows, maybe somehow love still listens after all. And if there's one thing I hope you remember, love people while they're here. Say the words before it's late. Don't wait the way I sometimes did. When my time comes, don't cry too long. Though this old voice may someday be gone, every lonely, painful year still led me to the people I held dear. When my time comes, don't cry too long. Just know loving you made me strong. Because if I leave this world one day, love will still remain. When my time comes, smile for me. Sometimes I'll be alright.